Hello friends, I'm Sushma from Happy Learning YouTube channel. Today friends will discuss a famous novel written by Raja Rao, that is Kantapura. In fact, Kantapura is considered as a classic in Indo-Anglican fiction. Indo is Indian, Anglican means English. So in Indian writing in English, this novel is considered one of the greatest classics, one of the greatest novels. So today I'm going to introduce you to the novel. Let's get started. In the picture you are seeing, he is Raja Rao. In fact, Kantapura is the first novel of Raja Rao. It was published in 1938. He was just 28 years old. And he wrote this novel sitting in France. But when the novel was published, it did not become very famous like how it is now. Then let us see what made it very famous. Thanks to the second novel of Raja Rao, The Serpent and the Rope. So Raja Rao wrote a second novel, that is The Serpent and the Rope. After writing this novel, after publishing this novel, our Kantapura became very famous. It gained international fame. Not only in India, it was recognized in the world. And from that day onwards, it is considered as a classic in Indo-Anglican fiction. Indo is Indian, Anglican is English. So in Indian writing in English, this novel is considered as one of the greatest novels. Okay. Now, what is Kantapura? Kantapura is a small village. Where it is? It is in South India. Where in South India? In Western Ghats. So, our Kantapura is located in Western Ghats, South India, in Paschima Ghatta. So, it is in South India, Karnataka. So, what Raja Rao is trying to do here is, he's telling that how the village people and Kantapura was influenced by Gandhi movement and by freedom struggle. ಸ್ವಾತಂತ್ರ್ಯ ಹೋರಾಟ ಇದೊಂದು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಹಳ್ಳಿಗೆ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಬಂದು ಅವ್ರ ಜೀವನದ ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಪ್ರಭಾವವನ್ನು ಬೀರಿದೆ ಅಂತ ರಾಜಾರಾವ್ ಅವರು ತುಂಬ ಸುಂದರವಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಣಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಗ್ರಾಫಿಕಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೌ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫ್ರೀಡಮ್ ಫೈಟ್ impacted on a small village called Kantapura, which is situated in South India in Western Ghats. When he is talking about the freedom struggle, very nicely and neatly, he speaks about the village people who live in Kantapura and about the lifestyle. Or lifestyle ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೂಡ ವರ್ಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ. And while doing that, he is describing their customs, what all customs and traditions they follow. ಯಾವ ಥರ ಹಬ್ಬಗಳನ್ನು ಆಚರಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರ ಬಟ್ಟೆಗಳೇನು, ಅವ್ರ ಜೀವನ ಶೈಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ, ಅವ್ರು ಏನೇನು ಬೆಳೀತಾರೆ, ವಾಟ್ ದೇ ಗ್ರೋ, ವಾಟ್ ದೇ ಈಟ್, ವಾಟ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಜಾಬ್ ದೇ ಡೂ. ಓಕೆ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೇರ್ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ, ದೇ ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ಸೂಪರ್ಸ್ಟಿಷಿಯಸ್. ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. Now, very interesting, Kantapura is not the story of a person. Like for example, in Mulk Raj Anand's Untouchable, the story was of Bakha. Bakha's story is told there. But in Kantapura, not an individual man's story, it is the story of a village. Here, Kantapura itself is a hero. Kantapura, whatever is happening, it's happening to Kantapura. So it is the story of the village Kantapura. So life there is very simple. It's not complicated. ಸರಳವಾದ ಜೀವನ. ಈ ಸರಳವಾದ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ವೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಕೇಮ್ ಟು ಕಾಂತಾಪುರ, ವಾಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೇಡ್ ಟು ಕಾಂತಾಪುರ, ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫ್ರೀಡಮ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಂಟರಿಂಗ್ ಕಾಂತಾಪುರ. At the end, the people of Kantapura, they fail in their efforts, whatever efforts they are taking. But still there is a happy feeling. We did something to our country. So that happy feeling they have. So I hope this is clear. So this story is not an individual story. There is no protagonist or hero in this novel. Kantapura itself is the protagonist here. It is the story of the village. Now here the story is narrated by Achakka. Achakka is an old woman. She is a Brahmin. And the story comes in flashback. Narrate is to tell the story. She says the story and the story comes as a flashback. It already ಆಗೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. Now there is no Kantapura. It is burnt to ashes. The old village is burnt to ashes. ನಾವು ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸೆಟಲ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಕಾಶಿಪುರ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಂತಾಪುರದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋರೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾಶಿಪುರ ಅಂತ ಹೊಸ ಊರಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹೀಗಿರುವಾಗ ಅವಳು ಅದನ್ನು ಫ್ಲ್ಯಾಶ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾಳೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಅಜ್ಜಿ ಶಿ ಟೆಲ್ಸ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ ಇನ್ ಫ್ಲ್ಯಾಶ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮೋಡ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೈಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ ಇಸ್ ಪುರಾಣಿಕ್ ಸ್ಟೈಲ್. ಪುರಾಣ ಈಸ್ ರಾಮಾಯಣ ಮಹಾಭಾರತ. How Ramayana and Mahabharata is narrated, in the same way the story is told without any stop. The story is just told. It's running and running and running. It's told in Puranic style. Raja Rao, in preface, he says that every place in India has a Sthala Purana. Sthala is place. Purana is story. Sthala is place. Purana is story. So Raja Rao says in India, every village, every town has a ಸ್ಥಳ ಪುರಾಣ. ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ, ಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಊರಿಗೊಂದು ಸ್ಥಳ ಪುರಾಣ ಇದೆ. ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಹಿ ಸೇಸ್, ರಾಮ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ರು, ಲಾರ್ಡ್ ರಾಮ ನಮ್ಮ ಮರದ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಮಲ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರು, ಸೀತಾದೇವಿ ಈ ಪಾಂಡಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ನಾನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಆ ಗಿಡದ ಮೇಲೆ ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಒಣಗಾಕಿದ್ರು. ಸೊ ಈ ಥರ ಕತೆಗಳು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದ್ದಾವೆ ಅಂತ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಳ್ಳಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರದ್ದೇ ಆದ ಕತೆಗಳಿದ್ದಾವೆ. ಸೊ ಕಾಂತಾಪುರಗೂ ತಂದೇ ಆದ ಕತೆ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಕತೆ ಹೇಳೋರು ಯಾರು? ಅಚ್ಚಕ್ಕ. ಅಚ್ಚಕ್ಕ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಿನ್ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ವುಮನ್. Now what is the historical background? The historical background is, and I mean to say, what is happening in history. ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನಾವೆಲ್ ನಡಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ. ನಾನ್ ವೈಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನಾನ್ ಕೋಪರೇಷನ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ಇನ್ 1919, 1922, 1930, 1931. ಈ ಇವೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈ ಇವೆಂಟ್ಸು ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಅದು ಕಾಂತಾಪುರದ ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಪರಿಣಾಮ ಬೀಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಹಿಸ್ಟಾರಿಕಲ್ ಇವೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಪ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಕಾಸಸ್ ಆನ್ ಕಾಂತಾಪುರ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ನಾವೆಲ್ ಎಂಡ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಗಾಂಧಿ-ಐರ್ವಿನ್ ಪ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ನಾವೆಲ್. Thank you for joining me. If you have any doubts, you please leave in the comment box. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe for more videos of English language and literature. Thank you very much.